fancy molding, custom beverage station, new television. Hey friends of the twins, in today's video, I, Rhonda, am sharing the updates to my new flex room. If you are interested in seeing what we've been up to, then please just keep watching. Now friends, my new space out here, I call it my flex room. It is going to serve multiple functions and purposes for me. I'm going to have my desk out here, and I will also have a significant amount of exercise equipment out here, and I do mean some rather large pieces. I initially wanted a home gym, but I knew that I also needed a space to have my computer desk and all. So we're gonna go with flex room. And Newair reached out to me and wanted to send me their 126 can beverage cooler, and I knew that it would be the perfect addition for this space. Now Shonda may not know it, but I have plans for us. We are going to work up a sweat out here, and so having water and other beverages accessible is going to be just what we need. Now this is the area that I've designated for my new beverage cooler. It's actually going to be more like a drink station, and to accommodate that, y'all, I'm going to be using this. Now this is a credenza that I brought with me from my old house. I love the fact that it has a granite on top, and I didn't really know what I was going to do with it when we moved here, but I just knew something told me, Rhonda, don't get rid of this. You actually going to find some kind of purpose for it, and I actually have. Now some of you may remember seeing this credenza at my old home. Here is a little video clip of what it actually looked like. I kept it in my bay window, and I used it for different things over the years. Now Sugar would say, oh my gosh, here she goes again. Y'all, I am always up to something. So I got Sugar involved. He is to me, he is Mr. Fix It, Mr. Can do anything that he puts his mind to. So here I go, I'm buying peach rings, which is one of his favorite candies. He also loves licorice. I've been keeping that on deck. And I got him out, and here you see him just kind of customizing this credenza into something that we can actually use, you know, making a custom cabinet for this beverage cooler. And here it is. Now we added the shelves. You can see those in white, and you'll see me painting those in just a minute. And he also added some other pieces of wood here, and he went ahead and added some wood to the back of this new custom cabinet because it just felt like it needed a little bit more stability. So here you can see where he added the wood. And now it's time to paint the new pieces of wood and to also kind of refresh and touch up the entire cabinet. I already had black paint, so luckily I didn't have to go out to buy any of that. And that's one thing that, you know, is a common theme kind of with this whole little project, is using what I already had. And now friends, it is finally time for the moment I have absolutely been waiting for. It is time to fit the cooler into the customized cabinet space. And now friends, I want to give you an overview of my custom beverage station out here. I absolutely love my Newair beverage cooler. Now this might not be the final setup. I have actually just been kind of coming out here and playing around with it. But I love my Newair beverage cooler. It holds 126 beverages. I absolutely love that. Now it comes in black or stainless steel. It has 5 adjustable racks on it. And that is just a perfect thing. You know, you often have beverages of different sizes, so the fact that the shelves are adjustable is perfect. And then you also have this area down here at the bottom. It has an LED light in it, and I absolutely love that. Now your beverage cooler, you can adjust the temperature to range anywhere from 37 degrees Fahrenheit all the way to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is at your discretion. And it has a temperature scale from 1 to 7, with 1 being the warmest and 7 is the coldest. Now, some of you may have noticed that when I unboxed mine, it was the stainless steel. And I'm gonna be really honest with that. I thought that I ordered the black. I knew that the black would be my preference, and I was sent the stainless steel. So I did get me some Rust-Oleum paint for metal, and I painted mine black. But this cooler does come in black, so no worries. If you want the black, you can definitely get the black. You have your storage over here. I have my jump rope there. I can store towels there, my little hand weights there. I have the remote controls for some of the electronics out here. I'm just housing them there. I've just been kind of playing around with things. I'm not really sure what the final look is gonna be. So, I just come out here and I'm just trying to get it all figured out. Now, friends of the twins, I am so happy that I decided to rehab and repurpose, customize my credenza here. There was no way that I was gonna get rid of it. I absolutely love it. I love the black granite on it. I love the fact that I painted it black because originally it was another color. So what I wanted to share with you is I'm going to be doing something similar for this area up here on the wall. So what I have asked him to do for me is to build me a cabinet, a wall cabinet right here. And I'm going to be using these. I actually have 2 doors this size, and it does have glass in it. It'll probably be black, but he's going to build me a cabinet, and my intention is to use these. I have 2 of these. I'm going to use these for the doors. Now, I got these from Rhonda. She has a china cabinet that she took the doors off and she totally rehabbed and is currently using in her guest bedroom. So these doors were much too pretty to just throw away. I actually love it. Look at the hinges. I love those. They have kind of a vintage flair on them. If you can, like, I can already see it in my head. I can already see the cabinet up here with the glass front doors on them. And I think it is going to be absolutely beautiful. So I showed y'all a picture of what this credenza looked like. When I had it in my other home with the drawers on it, there was no way that I could just throw those drawers in the trash. So I am kind of thinking that I can use the drawers as a header, and that one knob has, it doesn't have a nail in it, so it's flying. But if y'all can just imagine that these doors have these as the header molding. And then as you can see, we are kind of playing with what size we should have for the case molding. And of course, y'all know my husband put these 2 up, and of course immediately I know that I want this size. I believe that is a 6-inch case molding. He says that my projects are just coming faster than he can keep up with them, so I get tickled because he's right. But anyway, that is my plan for the drawers that came off of this cabinet. Now, I had mentioned earlier that I have in mind a little DIY for these doors. I thought that these were those hollow cheap doors that, y'all know what I'm talking about. You knock on them and it's hollow. But actually these doors are made of metal. And so I decided I'm gonna keep these doors. I gotta pick and choose my battles. Here I'm just showing y'all, this is a magnet that I have, that this door is made of metal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep these doors, but I happened to go into a model home about 3 weeks ago, and I saw the doors, the interior doors in there. And since my husband has all of this woodworking equipment, these different kinds of saws and all of that, I had a little project that kind of came to mind. Now, if I should decide to go with this drawer front as the, as a part of the case molding, and then with a thicker 6-inch molding on the side, I'm not sure. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and get me some wood, and I'm just gonna kind of play with it, or I may just kind of draw it out just to give me a visual, because it may not be needed, but the doors will definitely be staying. I'll be changing the doorknobs, and of course they will be painted. And this is wrapped up just because we're in and out, but we have totally changed the entryway into going into the house. Now we'll be getting a new door here, but let me show you what this looks like unwrapped. Now, to achieve the look that I wanted with the molding around the windows, I do know that the largest board there is a 5-inch, and I believe sitting on top of that is a piece of crown molding, and then we have the top part that kind of looks like a shelf or a ledge. I believe that he used a 2.5-inch piece of board. I absolutely love how everything came out. My husband wanted to do the majority of the work out here. He has actually done all of the work out here except for the things that we needed an electrician for. And so as you can see, I have up my lighting on each side. Absolutely love that. My husband did all of the work on the ceiling. And this room it used to be the carport. So it's a rather large space, and it's gonna be perfect for what I need it to be out here. I shared these in a hall, in a home goods hall, home decor hall. These are the curtain panels that I've chosen to go out here, and I kind of looked out because I was able to find 8 pairs, and I just couldn't believe that. You know, the home goods, you can find one of something, you can't find 2, and that kind of thing. And the price, they were a pretty good price, $29.99. So that was kind of, absolutely love that. I love the material of these. And so I will have about 4 rather large pieces of gym equipment out here. But I also am going to be bringing my desk out here. And the only place for the desk to go is right here underneath the TV. That is going to work perfect for me. So I had my husband put the television up higher, pretty close to the ceiling. That is what I wanted, because right under it I'm going to have my desk. Now the desk only sits up 30 inches high, but I have a large screen monitor. Now let's talk about the flooring. Like I said earlier, this was a 2-car carport when we moved here. And we've been here almost a year, just kind of taking our time. My husband, like I said earlier, is doing about 90% of the work out here, and he's doing a great job. Oh, y'all, look at my ceiling fan from PARROT Uncle. Isn't that gorgeous? I absolutely love that. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box for y'all. PARROT Uncle is such a company, and when I say that, I mean, as you know, as far as like our communication with them is always flawless. The customer service is absolutely perfect. And so, and they also have such beautiful lighting and ceiling fans. Y'all, this is actually a ceiling fan. And I've never had a ceiling fan that had so many settings. I have about 6 different fan settings for this ceiling fan, and then it comes with 6 lights on it. So I'll leave a link for this. But when we talk about the flooring out here, we've had flooring company come out in the last 2 weeks. And so what we're gonna do is, this carport naturally has a decline on it. I guess that would maybe be for water runoff. So we're gonna have to level the floor out. And y'all, I'm trying to decide. I know that I'll have some large pieces of gym equipment out here. I'm not sure. My first thought was to put hardwood out here, and of course I would have the equipment mats or some really thick carpet remnants under each piece of heavy equipment. I don't know, I'm kind of just going back and forth. Y'all can leave me some suggestions if you want. All right, friends, that's gonna wrap today's video up. I hope that y'all have enjoyed seeing our updates out here.